Let us talk about reference. Reference is one of the powerful feature of C++. This feature is not there in any other language. Let us see what it is. See, in a main function, if I have a variable x and this is also having some value, and for this x some memory is allocated, let us say address is 200 and 201, so this is the value. Now let us see what is reference. If I am declaring one variable, that is y. If I write like this, it's a normal variable, so for y also some memory will be allocated. No, I will write ampersand here. This looks a little different. If I write star here, it's a pointer. Yes, we know that. But now ampersand, yes, this is a reference. This is a reference. And whenever you declare a reference, you must initialize it that time only. You must initialize. So what is this reference? A reference is nothing but a nickname of this variable, alias of this variable. So this is just another name. So the same memory 200, this location which we were calling it as x, now you can also call it as y. So this is a alias or nickname of variable x. So why do you need this? We don't need inside the same function. Where do we need it? I will show you in my next topic. But you can have another name for a variable. So that same location 200, 201 can be called with name x also, can be called with name y also. Right? So if I say x plus plus, then this value becomes 11. Same way, if I say next y plus plus, then this value becomes 12. See, both x and y, they are accessing the same memory. If I say cout x, then I'll get the value 12. If I say cout y, then also I get the value 12. Same thing. So definitely it's not required in same function, just we are learning what is reference. Now further, I will show you few more things. See, if I have one more variable a, and to this a, if I say assign x, or if I say x assign 25. Let us see what is the difference between these two statements. In these two statements, I am using x in both of them. But this x is used on right hand side of assignment and this x is used on left hand side of assignment. So here it is right hand side, so we say it is r value, and here it is on left hand side, so we call it as l value. So let us understand these two things. What is r value and l value? See, r value right hand side means what happens here, whatever is there in x has to be stored in a. So what is there in x? Right now it is 12, so 12 will be stored in a. So when we write x, it means the value of variable x. So that value is stored here. So value is like a literal constant value. So yes, r value is a data, literal, the constant value, some value. Whereas here when we are saying x assigned 25, we want this 25 to be stored in x. So 25 should be stored in this location, erasing whatever was there, it should overwrite, and 25 should be stored there. So this means we are writing this 25 in this location, so this is 200. So this x is giving the location where this 25 should be written. So this is address of x. So this is data of x. So in simple terms, on the assignment, when you take a variable on the right hand side, it means data. When you write it on left hand side, it means its address. L value means address. But here what has happened, you see, in case of reference, when we have written ampersand y assign x, so x is written on the right hand side. What is given in the name of y? That same address is given for y also. So it means this x here, it is L value of x. Now one more important thing, that is x is occupying suppose 2 bytes in the name of integer, right? Because it is integer. Then how much memory y is occupying? Y is not occupying any memory. That is one more important thing about reference. A reference doesn't consume any memory at all. It is just like your brother has bought a car, and that same car, it belongs to you also. Right? Mr. A bought a car, Mr. B is a brother, so that same car belongs to Mr. B also. So same car, it belongs to X also, it belongs to Y also. Right? So there are no two cars. Same car. People when they see this is A's car, some people will say no, this is B's car. Both are same only. It's the same car. So whether you call X or Y, it's the same thing. Now one more important thing about reference is once you have declared and initialized a reference, you cannot make it as a nickname for any other variable. Now it is meant for only X. You cannot write like again ampersand y assign A you are writing. No, there is no such syntax at all. You cannot write. So once you said that X we will be calling it as Y also, that's all, over. Within the same function, that Y cannot be referencing any other variable at all. That's all. I'll show you practically how it works.